Good afternoon, Codger Biker here, riding without baffles. And today, R&G Radiator Guard. So look at this, nice car. It's a Porsche. Ludwig wants a Porsche for his dinner. But you can't have it, Ludwig. No, we're going to pull over and talk to a field. No, Ludwig, no. We are going to pull in. Just because you ate a Ferrari a few weeks back doesn't mean you have to eat a Porsche as well, does it? Oi, ditch. You're a ditch. Strangely enough, somebody seems to have thrown a toilet in there. Very bad. Other than that, Reeds, you're coming on very well. I'm not going to shout at you, and it's not my fault the sun's not shining. Well, it isn't. I can't make the sun shine. You keep growing, you're doing very well. Not sure why there's a bog in that bog. Codger Biker here, just a quick video on the next stage of my ruggedization series. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you can probably spot already what it is, or you've noticed from the title anyway. Now the 790 Adventure comes with quite a good radiator guard actually. It's plastic, but you know how it is, always looking for improvement. So I decided to go with the orange version of this radiator guard. There's a black one and a silver one I think, but I went with orange basically because Dr. John doesn't like orange. I thought it would keep him away from my bike. So there you can see it's an R&G radiator guard. Looks quite nice, does the job very well. There was quite a lot of dead flies behind here, I noticed, for the other one. The only slight thing of less quality with it is that it has cable ties at the bottom, but I managed to rotate those round and underneath so you can't really see them. The original guard sits on pegs in there. Other than that, seems very good. The bike's running the same temperature as always. It's not hot, so quite pleased with it. It's a little more tricky than you would think, as I shall now demonstrate. Mainly because of the water bottle in here, the expansion bottle has to be disturbed and the rectifier on the other side gets disturbed, but I'll show you that in the video. Coming up. Because not enough orange. So having looked at the instructions, the key things are these lugs here which hold the bottom of that in, which is where you'll use your cable ties later on. They line up. 1, 2, 3, 4 torques, and take that cap off so that can come away. On the other side there are the same 4, but you've also got to unplug the rectifier. Oh dear, a lot of mud in there. See, the bottle's actually fixed to it, so yeah. In there we've got a regulator or rectifier. This needs to be unhooked, I think. Okay, so that unhooks easily enough, and just swivel it down on the push fit. Wasn't overly tight, felt like about 5 Newton meters for a guess. Guess what? It's getting thread lock in it when it goes back in. Oh yes. First one, out it comes. There you go. And it's out. As you can see, the stock radiator guard's quite good. Soft plastic. There's the 10 screws that held it on. Okay, so what do you get in the packet then? Well, you get a bag with your R&G radiator guard. I tend to buy R&G ones, even though they have the annoying sponge, because I think they're quite good quality. But, little word of advice, never ever ever send a check to R&G. I don't know why, instead of paying for it online, I sent them a check. And I didn't get the thing I ordered for over a month because they didn't have anybody to take the check to the bank, they said. So, don't pay by check. Yeah, they really didn't like that. Don't think I'd seen one before. So, what do we get? We get some instructions, which I've not read because I've downloaded the online ones on my iPad. The photographs, as usual with R&G, not very good. You get your stickers, your R&G stickers. They send 20cm wide sticky foam to go on the back to deaden the noise so there's no rattling. But then they cut it in half and make it 10cm wide. Why don't they just provide 10cm wide foam instead of 20cm wide foam? Or better still, just provide it with the foam on. Not a moan, just a thing you could do to make it easier. You get some orange, look at those cable ties, because yeah, there's not enough orange on that bike, is there? Okay, so that's the version of it I've gone with. We'll see how it goes. I'll take a couple of those, fit them, and some nice side cutters to nice clean cut. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so today I'm running Ludwig without his baffles, just out of interest really. It really does make a terrific noise. Don't suppose the camera will pick that up. Yeah, it's much more motorbike sound than the tendency of the 790 to sound a bit like a sewing machine. Right. Yeah, so if you check at the end of my video, I'll put in a link to a list of various ruggedization things I've done to the bike, this being a quick one. Oh look, we'll have to go off-road. Did a bit of off-road there, that was alright, wasn't it? The advantage of an adventure bike, you don't know what you're going to meet. What's that in the middle of the road? Piece of hose. Yes, well I do like R&G radiator guards, I've had them before. You do pay a little bit more for them, but they fit properly, so I always think it's worthwhile. But as I probably mentioned in the install video, don't ever send R&G a check. I sent them a check once. Took a month for the item to come. I rang them several times or emailed them, and they said they didn't have anyone to take the check to the bank. I don't know why I paid with a check. Who uses checks anymore? Anyway, the next item I ordered online came in 2 days, so there you go. Nobody uses checks, least of all R&G. So there is one more item to go on in my ruggedization series. Have you guessed what it is yet? Now, one person has guessed because he tried to send me one, and I would have accepted it under normal circumstances, but I've already ordered it and paid for it, and I just want to try out this particular part. So thank you for the offer, Stephen. If you're watching, you know who you are, and you know what the next item is, and the last item. So in the series I have my mirrors, which fold down. I can never remember what they're called. Basically ramp mount mirrors. I have my Barkbuster handguards, probably the most important thing. I have my Ian Chappell skid guard, which I would say is the second most important thing. If you don't do anything else, I would change the handguards of the skid plate. I have my triple cam headlight reinforcement. I have my pannier frame on the back. I have the mudguard riser, 15mm higher on the front, just to give a bit more clearance for the mud. So all in all, pretty much ready for the kind of trail riding that I do. Haven't dropped Ludwig yet, but if I do, hopefully less damage should ensue. That's not bad. I haven't dropped him in over 4,000 miles, but you know, I am mainly on road, so I do occasionally like to go off road. Oh, he sounds good without the baffles in. I've seen so many police officers today though, since I took the baffles out. I don't think it's overly loud, but you just get paranoid. Okay, well, that's it for today. The weather's closing in. It is July after all. I'll catch you next time on the final part of the ruggedization series. Codger Biker is out!